All right. Let's look around and see if we can't find some secret numbers somewhere, like maybe in this notebook. Because unless we have Emma's fingerprinting skit, it may be a little hard to brute force. This notepad must have belonged to Inga. Let's see. Oh. Inga's notes. That's strange. Nana, purple hat, glasses, diamond-shaped tattoo on forehead. Dirk, long hair, eye patch, blue clothes. Right. Spraggy hair, blue clothes, pink necktie. These appear to be notes detailing people's most prominent characteristics. Hey, there's even some stuff about me in here. Ah, why doesn't it say dashingly handsome? Why would he bother doing this? I'm afraid even I can't answer that. Whatever the reason, it's giving me a case of the heebie-jeebies. It's as though he was taking down descriptions of people over the phone. That's what it reminds me of, anyway. It's brilliant deduction, one fitting of a chief prosecutor such as yourself. Prosecutors are so dreamy. Say, have we met? I commend you. Hey, that's high praise coming from you, your benevolence. Edgeworth is right. They do look like dictation notes, but I don't know. I mean, why bother describing Nana, who he must have seen every day? Huh. That's very interesting. Okay, we've got his cool jacket. It shows like it was modeled after, oh, it's the chair? It was modeled after Inga's suit jacket. Even the chair is made to look like him? The backrest even has those fancy buttons of his. I imagine they make the chair awfully uncomfortable to sit on. Maybe it's not for sitting. Actually, they serve to massage the pressure points on his back. Oh. My father suffered from terrible back pain, you see. I wonder if it really works. Can I just like... Oh yeah, that's great. Oh, those emerald buttons just jamming into my... Oh yeah. I'm just gonna sit there the rest of the game, you guys. We're just gonna lean back into that. A bunch of stuff on the table. This looks like medicine. Pick the wrong answers first, they're so cute. At the safe? Alright, I'll check that out when I go to the safe. It's a syringe and a vial. Got stuff about me in there. WillBits, sideburns, black coat, yellow stripes. Able to kill men with his well-manicured hands. Technically, everybody can... You can kill people with hands anyway, but... Those are for my father's back pain. You take a syringe for back pain? There must be some crazy back pain. He said it really helped when the pain was particularly unbearable. It was that bad, huh? He must have been injecting some sort of painkiller directly into his back then. That seems kind of crazy. Yes, my father said his back pain could knock him off his feet. I know the feeling. I've experienced some pretty severe back pain of my own while doing some mild yoga for about 3 minutes. Well, we can't have you throwing your back out in court, so why don't you take a vial? No, I don't think I should take someone else's painkillers, Rayfa. Oh, no thanks. I hear body builds up a tolerance to that sort of thing. Okay. So we have just picked up his painkillers, but those will be important in court. That's why we're taking the painkillers, everybody, for court. I thought you didn't want them. I'm gonna straight to a chiropractor as soon as I get home. This is most likely a special ink pad for the Justice Minister's stamp. His insignia is carved big and bold right on the lid. Talk about overkill. Did he really have to mark everything he owned? Okay, let's look at the footprintos. There's some muddy shoe prints here. Kind of think of it. I should have wiped my feet when I came in. There was some spilled water by the entrance. Somebody must have stepped in it before coming in here. They're already dry. That means they're at least several hours old.
Then someone must have been in here today, in the early afternoon. For our servants clean this room each day. Here in Krain, we have a saying, leave not today's untidiness to the morrow.
Mine is, why clean up today? What you can leave for tomorrow. It's the exact opposite because I'm a slob. Okay. Man, there's so many things. Let's look at this cool globe that they've bothered to animate spinning. His desk is crammed full of documents. They appear to be paperwork for executions. But for this many cases? Indeed, something is rotten in the kingdom of Kurain. This one dates back to 5 years ago. Something tells me he simply kept putting them off because he hated doing paperwork. Was he not really killing the people he say he was killing? Are we going to like Inga? What's this? Je suis la belle? Oh, my most favorite brand of cosmetics. La Belle? Never thought I'd see this brand again, considering it had only one customer. It appears to be a sample of some sort of spray-on hair color. Color, jet black. I wonder if Inga was going gray. Here, Edgeworth, maybe you can use it, because you're looking a little, you know, a little frosty there. I like my natural hair color just fine. Thank you very much. It was a private brand. I think it's just here as a reference. Or maybe he's actually started selling them to people while he's in jail. Spoilers for Dual Destinies. I'd love to see LaBelle, like, reform, go straight, and come back as a not criminal. That's one luxurious and comfy looking bed. I've slept on nothing but hard floors since coming to Kurain. Can't wait to sleep in a nice soft bed again.
Then take it, it's yours if you wish. We'll have to clean this room out anyway, now that my father's gone.
Don't you want to keep these things as a memento of your father? Besides, I don't need his spirit haunting me late at night.
Do you suppose if I stepped on it, I could see my father once more?
Princess Rayfa. I honestly don't know how to answer that. Hey, wait. Is this booze? I can't look at it. Oh, there's like a bunch of booze on the ceiling. There's a bunch of boozos in the ceiling. Okay. So I'm guessing that this note has something to do with the answers to get into this. But I'm not sure how. Let's take a look at the take a look at the safe. We can't open this without the combination, but I doubt Princess Rayfa would know it. Well, if we can't open it, we can't open it. For now, let's continue our investigation and come back to this dilemma later. Oh. Okay. What are we missing? Can I talk to Rayfa? That's what I'm missing. I haven't talked to Rayfa.
Bob's head. I, the royal priestess of Kurain, shall share my thoughts on the abduction.
You will?
Listen carefully, for such opportunities do not come often.
Yes, of course. We'd be grateful to hear anything you'd like to share.
My father was very likely seeking to obtain the Founder's Orb, but it was not for the purposes of a coup d'etat. It was all for my sake.
For your sake?
The Founder's Orb is capable of bestowing great spiritual power. My father truly believed that. And he wanted that power to be mine! I haven't finished my training, and I still can't channel spirits. He was doing it for me.
Right. I see.
Well, do you understand why he did it now?
I do, but it doesn't change the fact that Minister Inga was a kidnapper.
Ah!
But I guess you don't believe he is, do you?
New information is sure to surface upon further investigation. Suffice to say, he did this all for me. End of story.
Is he really trying to obtain the orb for Rayfa? Somehow,
I doubt it. Speaking of powers, I wonder if Rayfa will be performing the divination seance tomorrow. I should probably ask her about that. But first, Wither Nana! Your benevolence, I noticed Nana isn't with you today. I know not where she has gone. I have not spoken with her since this morning. I assume she must be quite busy today. I did catch a glimpse of her a little after 2 o'clock. I tried calling out to her, but she went off somewhere again. Huh. A little after 2? That's about an hour before the murder. Did Nana do it? Indeed, of all the times for this to happen, she normally comes to me the moment I call her name. I know it's hard to believe, but even nannies have lives, you know. Maybe she getting her nails did. Nana gotta treat herself. Your inability to find her after the murder is slightly alarming. I wonder if her absence is related to today's incidents somehow. Do you think she was unwittingly caught up in them? Who knows? At the very least, I don't think she was at the scene of the crime. Nana, I hope she is all right. Rayfa seems really worried for Nana. Okay. Tomorrow's seance. I take it you'll be conducting tomorrow's divination seance. Who else if not I? Good point. The thing is, divination seances are all about what victims experienced in their final moments. So tomorrow, Rayfa will experience her own father's death exactly as it happened. That's more than anyone should ever have to deal with. Do you really have to go through with the seance tomorrow? There's really no one else? What about just calling the whole thing off? It's not as if I'm doing this because I want to. No? Ah! Never mind. I misspoke. The divination seance is a very important duty of the royal priestess. And it is what I intend to fulfill. There's that word. Duty. Your benevolence. As Crown Princess, you are destined to rule this kingdom one day. That means there will be many things that you alone must determine. Things like how to keep your people happy and what is true and what is false. And most importantly, what role you must play therein. I wonder if I am even up to the task. Performing the divination seance is very important for a priestess. But duty or not, it's a heavy burden for someone so young. Even worse, she'll be forced to watch her father's murder. Will it be a weight too heavy for her to bear? Foreshadowing? Okay. Your benevolence, has Nana served you long? Yes, she's been at my beck and call for as long as I remember. I have heard she even cared for me as an infant, right down to changing my diapers. Your diapers? It almost sounds like she could be your mother. Indeed, but that is a simple fact of life when your mother is busy being a queen. Nana takes care of my every need. She is my teacher in all things as well. Rayfa's pool of knowledge seems rather lopsided in some respects. Could that be the result of Nana's teachings? Is Nana a racist? Nana, could it be that my trusted attendant has come to dislike me? Now that I think about it, perhaps I've been acting rather spoiled as of late. Oh, I'm sure she'll be back. Yes, I suppose Nana would never truly abandon me, right? Upon her return, I will do something nice for her. Perhaps she'd like a shoulder massage. Yet, I can't shake the feeling that Nana's connected to this case in some way. A lot of shoulder rubbing. We had a guard who was specifically there to rub shoulders. We have
this guy with crazy back problems, and now you're talking about Nana needing shoulder rubs. That's a very common trait. I'm really beginning to wonder what's inside that safe. Any idea what the combination might be, Your Benevolence?
None whatsoever.
Looks like a 4-digit combo lock, so maybe it's a date. But it's probably not anything that would be easy to guess. Well, let's try some dates and see what happens. I wonder what date Inga would use as a combination. And let's try, I feel like it's definitely not their anniversary, because I feel like that relationship was maybe a little strained. So the question is, was he really doing this to help Rayfa, in which case Rayfa's birthday would be a very good guess, or was it the date the DC Act was enacted because he actually a crazy schemy man's? Let's try the parents' anniversary first, because they're on the rocks, but, you know, maybe he just really loves her. How about your parents' anniversary?
I have not the faintest idea of when it is.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't, huh? It's December 11th. How in the world do you know that fact, Edgeworth? I don't. I simply deduced it using elementary school level logic. Though I doubt you'd grasp how I arrived at my conclusion, so I'll save my breath. What? There's no way you didn't use some kind of superpower to come up with that. You magic mans, prosecutor mans. Anyway, here goes. 1211. No good, it won't open. Let's try another number, shall we? I wonder what date Inga would use as a combination. Maybe he's a crazy evil man's, and he used the date the DC Act was enacted. How about the date the Defense Culpability Act was enacted? Do you know when that was, Your Benevolence?
Nina!
Your Benevolence.
Yes, of course. You're not my Nina, but thank you. I believe the date would be June 14th.
Really, Edgeworth? Is whispering in the ears of elites the secret to your success? Alright, let's give 0614 a try. Nope, it's not it. Time to try something else. So, it's Rayfa's birthday. When's your birthday, Your Benevolence? I guess we're doing that.
You are wasting your time. It could not possibly be my birthday.
Oh, come on, it's worth a shot.
Fine. It's December 24th.
Merry Christmas! You were born on Christmas Eve? That's so great! Christmas Eve? Well, let's give it a try. 1, 2, 2, 4. Ah, it was her birthday! Ah! It opened!
It did?
Yep. Looks like the bottom safe was a fake. There was nothing even in there. It was in his chest. Because it was in his heart, where he keeps his love for his daughter. Something meant to mislead would-be thieves, no doubt. Still, it was rendered quite ineffective by his use of such an easily guessed combination.
Why, Father? Why my birth date?
Because your daddy loves you. Anyway, we're gonna steal everything out of his safe. Okay, let's see what's in here. Huh? So it's like a letter or something? Let's see. Dear Father, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. You're always so kind and I love you very much. I hope you live to be 100 years old. Love, Rayfa. Oh. His most prized possession was memories of his daughter. Man, we sure hate Inga.
I wrote this to my father when I was 8 years old. Father, why would you hold on to something so childish and stupid?
There's some other papers in here. Ah! Grand assassination plan! This is the plan for his coup d'etat! Once I poison the queen, the throne will be mine. The spiritual power I obtain from the treasure will back up my claim. In the meantime, the secret police are to keep a close watch on Garan. I'm actually evil and terrible.
What? Give me that! I don't understand!
It seems Justice Minister Inga was plotting the assassination of the queen.
This can't be true! Father would never harm Mother.
Poor Rayfa. It has to come as a terrible shock. What's this? There's a photo in here, too. It's of a woman and a baby. A woman with very distinct pale purple hair. Where have we seen that before? I wonder who they are. On the far left, there's a law book with the mark of the Defiant Dragons branded on it.
Wait! That's...
Your benevolence?
How can this be?
Princess Rayfa! She's looking incredibly pale. Your benevolence. Are you all right?
All right? How can I be all right?
Huh?
All that I have believed, it was all lies.
I'm afraid I don't follow. What the heck's she talking about? Can I ask who the woman is in this picture?
How should I know? It seems I didn't know anything that was going on.
Doesn't look like I'm gonna get much more out of her while she's like this.
Mother.
Huh?
I must ask my mother about the secret she is hiding.
What secret?
I must go. Goodbye.
Wait! What was that all about? It's like her mind was off somewhere else. It appears this photo really upset her. I wonder who the lady in this picture is. Stop!
Stop, Shadow! Come back here! Oh no, you bad puppy! I'm going to get in so much trouble!
Wait, that sounds like I'll be in shadow! That's odd. Commoners aren't normally allowed in this area. I wonder what's afoot. Are they outside? No, Edgeworth! Get this thing off of my... I hope one of you has a good explanation for this.
I'm so sorry!
Hi, Albie.
No, Shadow, bad dog, leave the bad frilly thingamajig alone!
If you would kindly detach your dog from my cravat.
Right away, sir. Just hold still and...
And? I hope it pulls the cravat off and then he has to deal without it. Oh, stop pulling like that. You'll only stretch the fabric. It's very expensive.
Come on, Shadow. Let's go with these cravatchamacollet. This isn't working. I'll just have to pull harder then. 1, 2.
Wait, what are you? No! 3! Come on! No! I need air! You choking Edgeworth? You gonna murder Edgeworth? I was hoping it would rip the cravat off. Were you trying to kill me?
I'm really sorry, mister. My dog has a habit of attacking freely things like that.
Maybe for his sake, he should stick to more traditional targets, like cars, or his tail, or people actively trying to kill him.
What's worse, he snuck in here again today and stole some weird-looking hat. I don't know what to do anymore. Bad dog, you're a very bad dog.
That's a very specific weird hat. Wait a second. I've seen that hat. Give me that hat. Let's talk about that hat. The frilly hat. Albie, could I see that hat again?
Sure.
Wait, isn't this... Isn't this Nana's hat? But I thought she disappeared.
Shadow swiped it from someone.
Albie? How exactly did Shadow get this?
Allow me to explain. It all started while we were on a walk through the bazaar today, when suddenly Dats popped out of a manhole.
Ha!
Oh!
The fangs of the fine dragons. Ah! That's a rebel is here. Hey, so you want to join our cause, kid?
Huh? So I joined and now I'm a rebel. Naturally, I was super startled by that weirdo's sudden appearance.
Back! Dog of the Garan regime!
Huh?
But this is my dog, Shadow! Divine Dragon's secret weapon! Dragon Snot Snaps! I see, that was probably supposed to be Albie talking, but it said dat, so I read it in his voice. Achoo!
Ooh! Oof!
Har, 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 har. Oh man, the look on your face, that was classic.
The sudden bang of the firecracker spooked Shadow, and he ran off into the crowds. Ah! Shadow, come back here!
Har, 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 har. That'll teach you, Garon's lapdog. You there, what do you think you're doing? What? Not good.
That's when a policeman came running over and hauled Dats away.
Again?
That happened right around 2 p.m., if I remember correctly.
I'm not even gonna pretend I know what Dats was trying to do.
I chased right after Shadow, and when I finally caught up to him here in the palace courtyard, he had this in his mouth.
2 p.m., That's about an hour before the minister's death. Nana supposedly went missing after the murder, but this would place her here at the palace at around 2. Okay.
Actually, I just remembered I saw something pretty amazing around that time too.
Something amazing? What was amazing, Albie? So, Albie, what was it you saw that was so amazing?
I saw Her Eminence Queen Garan channeling a spirit.
Is it really that big of a deal to see her channeling someone?
You bet it is. Commoners are never allowed to behold the sacred rite.
Oh, can you tell me more?
Of course. I'm always happy to explain. I believe it was around 2:10 p.m. today. I got lost in the palace grounds while looking for Shadow. Ooh, what is this place? It gives me the creeps. Where could Shadow have gone? In my search, I took a peek into a small room and... that's when I saw Queen Garan. She was channeling a spirit for a neighboring kingdom's king. I saw her transform right before my eyes. I was so excited, I had to take a picture of it.
You took a picture?
I know I shouldn't have, but I just couldn't help myself.
Between this and the treasure room, Albie's not exactly the picture of self-restraint.
Her channeling right ended right after that, so I ran off before anyone could spot me.
You could have been arrested again, you know?
Yeah, I know. Anyway, here's a copy of the picture. Just don't tell anyone I was the one who took it.
I worry about his future sometimes, and his present, and a little about his past. Okay. So her channeling is going to be important, obviously. Come to think of it, how did you and Shadow get into the royal residence anyway? And it's not open to commoners after all.
Allow me to explain. There's a way to get into the palace from the bazaar. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, though. Shadow can easily fit, but anyone bigger than me is out of luck.
You don't say.
Yeah, part of the palace wall is damaged, and there is a hole I can just make it through.
Go on.
Bet you didn't know they have some really tasty food here.
Oh? And this isn't your first time in here, huh? Trespassing is illegal, you know, especially here.
No, it's not like that. I didn't mean any harm. It's just, I want to help change this kingdom.
What do you mean?
But after Miss Faye's trial, I started thinking, like maybe there was something I could do to help the revolution too.
Maya's trial, huh? That tragedy only happened because of how twisted Kurain's legal system has become.
How utterly foolish to cast away one's life for such a reason. There must have been other ways to cover up the crime.
Yet had I done so, my wife would rush to my defense, and when the case went to trial, she would suffer the same fate as I, under the Defense Culpability Act. I could not have lived with myself had she been convicted because of that fiendish man!
This cannot be. All I have done under the laws of our kingdom, it has all been...
The DC Act led to false charges against Maya and the High Priest's suicide. But that trial also caused the public to start questioning the current state of things. And it seems even Albie has some pretty strong feelings on the matter.
I knew there had to be something I could do to help. That's when I remembered the hole in the palace wall. And I started thinking, maybe I could sneak in and take a picture of one of the royals up to no good. I just want to do my part.
The spirit of revolution seems to be catching on, even with one so young. Right, the momentum is steadily building, and the tipping point is fast approaching. It's just a matter of when. I agree, and the public's perception of the Defiant Dragon seems to be changing too. But Albie, you can't go trespassing like that again, even if it's for a good cause. It's not right.
Okay, I won't do it again.
Albie, is that really all you have to confess? You haven't been up to any other mischief? And when I say you, I mean Shadow as well.
Huh? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Nice try, Albie, but the proof is literally right in front of us. What are we presenting at him? Oh, the urn. Do we have any evidence of the urn? Or do we just examine it? Albie, you wouldn't happen to know how this urn got knocked over, would you?
Ah,
because her benevolence told me something rather interesting.
Be careful, some dingbat dog got in the courtyard and spilled water over there.
A dingbat dog?
That's right, the yappy mutt spilled a whole urn's worth.
The dingbat dog she mentioned wouldn't happen to be Shadow, would it?
Ooh, I guess the dog's out of the bag. Sorry I lied, but I was worried I'd get in trouble. I know I shouldn't lie to a lawyer like that.
No, it's not good to lie to anyone like that. Let's try to only tell the truth. Okay, Albie?
Oh, Mr. Wright, I almost forgot. I saw a couple of Americans a moment ago. They had really weird haircuts, so I thought they might be friends of yours.
Really now? How weird? Like, spiky weird? Like, ponytail weird? It seems your little friend thinks all of us Americans have strange hairstyles. I suppose we have you to thank for that, right? It just grows this way. I don't. So, what exactly did their hair look like?
There was a guy with 2 crops of hair sticking out of his forehead like antenna. Then there was this lady with a long bunch of hair that looked like a big orange spider legs. Terrifying.
Oh, that sounds like Apollo and Athena. What were they doing?
They were racing through the bazaar with the Grand Royal Guard in hot pursuit.
Wait, what? Why were they being pursued? I'm not sure, but I have my suspicions. I just hope they're all right.
Sorry for not mentioning it before. I just kind of slipped my mind.
To be continued. Well, that doesn't seem like the end of the investigation, but I guess that's all for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and we're going to be back next time with probably a little bit more investigation. Next time.